Hi, I'm Joe Flint, entertainment reporter for the Los Angeles Times, and here's what we're following today. A court of appeals has tossed out the Federal Communication Commission's rules regarding indecent programming. These rules, which were born out of George Carlin's infamous 7 dirty words bit on radio back in the 70s, limited the types of content that broadcasters were allowed to show during certain hours of the day. The rules were tossed because of a debate between Fox and the FCC over fleeting expletives. What's a fleeting expletive? Well, when Nicole Richie cursed at the Billboard Music Awards and Fox didn't bleep it in time, the FCC threatened to fine Fox. They didn't, but that was enough for Fox to decide that that's not really fair, and a debate was born out of that with regards to live programming and the FCC's enforcement rules. NBC also joined in when they got in trouble after Bono swore at the Golden Globe Awards a few years back. The court decided the FCC's rules were vague and unconstitutional. Part of the problem, the court said, was the way the FCC enforced them. Sometimes they'd go after a TV show for some language, but in other cases they would let it slide. Howard Stern was chased from radio in part because of the FCC's indecency rules. Now that they're gone and his contract's coming up, who knows, maybe he'll come back. The FCC hasn't said what they're going to do. They can either appeal the ruling to the Supreme Court, try to rewrite the rules and see if those will pass muster with the Court of Appeals, or they could just let it go. That last scenario is probably the least likely. And don't assume that broadcasters are now going to start letting the F-bombs fly on air. They still have advertisers that they have to be wary of, and generally speaking will likely be a lot more conservative than their cable competitors.